With the increasing use of geographic information systems in agriculture water management, this video brings attention to the gendered impact of technology on society and the challenges of designing socially inclusive irrigation policies using remotely sensed data. To illustrate this, we use an example of the Jazeera scheme, for which WaPOR offers data at a high resolution of 30 meters by 30 meters. Welcome to the Jazeera irrigation scheme in Sudan, one of the largest centrally managed irrigation projects in the world. Established in 1925, its construction was begun by the British, who decided that the clayey soils were best suited for the production of cotton to feed Britain's cotton mills. It uses gravity to distribute waters from the Blue Nile through a roughly 2,700-mile-long network of canals and ditches. With a colonial history, the Jazeera scheme has come to be seen as a symbol of economic development in Sudan, despite its decreasing agricultural productivity. This is a map showing net biomass agricultural water productivity in the Jazeera irrigation scheme for the year 2019 at a resolution of 30 meters by 30 meters. It was made by using data sensed remotely through satellite technology. It compares biomass produced in each pixel to the water consumed by each pixel to assess the water productivity of each pixel. But what does it tell us about the people who are cultivating this land? What does it say about the gender of the farmer, their social identity or economic strength, or the size of their farm? Though these things cannot be viewed through remote sensing, they in fact greatly influence how farming is done and who it benefits. These are the details required to design irrigation interventions that foster social inclusion and gender equality. In order to analyze water productivity per crop type, information about biomass productivity needs to be complemented with a land use land cover classification. The land use land cover classification requires ground truthed information from the field, including the type of crop that is being grown on different plots of land at a particular time. However, on reading the methodology used to produce this layer, we find that the land use land cover classification only considers crops on more than 10% of land on each pixel. In doing this, it invisibilizes crops being cultivated on a smaller scale alongside major crops. This poses a challenge on fields where intercropping is practiced by farmers. Intercropping is often done by smallholder farmers to produce food for the consumption of their family. The responsibility of food security for the farming family often rests on the shoulders of women farmers. Therefore, in erasing information about these crops, we also run the risk of invisibilizing the labor of women farmers and their contribution to food security. In order to assess the use of water in agriculture, information about local knowledges and irrigation practices is therefore important to have before recommendations for socially inclusive irrigation management can be made. Along with the increasing use of remote sensing technology for agriculture water management, there is a rise in awareness of the gendered impact of technology on society. Simultaneously, there is a widespread awareness of the unintended social and environmental consequences of scientific and technological achievements in increasing agricultural productivity. With this, there is a call to understand the importance of multifunctionality in agriculture and to account for the complexity of agricultural systems. Realizing the dangers of an exclusive focus on productivity and efficiency in agriculture, water justice researchers are warning against irrigation policies that promote large scale commercial plantations at the expense of land cultivated by smallholder indigenous farmers. Against this background, we invite participants of this hackathon to design applications using the WaPOR database that contribute toward a more equitable distribution of land and water. How can the use of satellite technology aid the understanding, analysis, and protection of the diverse regenerative farming practices of marginalized peoples around the world? As they say, the devil lies in the details, but so does God.